Okay, so for example, he brought up the example of Allah having a form. He said, if Allah has a form and we have a form, he's trying to say that means he therefore is like his creation. And I just said to this
I
guy,
never said that. Oh my goodness.
Guys, you don't say, no,
There's something wrong with this guy.
He was indirectly implying that. No, bro, I know.
Don't say what I'm indirectly implying. Don't put words in my mouth. I never said nothing that you just said. You're jumping into the conversation and you don't even know where to even implement yourself.
No,
this is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And you guys are letting this guy come in and waste our time with not even dealing with what I said and lying about what I said and making an argument that I never made.
Hi, amazing viewers. Welcome to Religious Insights. On today's episode of our usual debate, Western Dawa came to debate GodLogic as he make mockery of Jesus, that Jesus is a mere man, that Islam does not have a God that have body parts. Let's watch this video to find out the response of every to Western Dawa.
God, your man God, he has arms, legs, private parts, you name it, right? He has all of those things, correct?
In the flesh.
Right. So your God has all those things. So why are you arguing a point of something that you honestly believe in yourself? We don't believe in it, but you do as a Christian.
Yeah, so let me show you the difference here again. The difference is that my God decided to take on flesh, and this is where you see him have these actual body parts when he walks amongst us as a human being. You don't believe that. So when you don't believe that your Allah took on flesh, this is why it's legitimate for me to ask you, do you believe that Allah actually has body parts? Since we as Christians, we don't believe that the divine nature has body parts, but I think that you as Muslims, you do believe that the divine nature, Allah,
but you agree that Jesus had body parts because he was a human being, correct?
Because he took on flesh, correct?
Right. We don't have, do they promote that?
So does Allah have actual hands?
No, he does not have actual body parts and hands as a human being. As the brothers have explained to you, Kuluhu Ahad. Say he is the one. Kuluhu Ahad, Allahu Samad. Lam Yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakuluhu kufuwan ahad. Say he is the one. He is the absolute. He begetteth not, nor is he begotten. And there is none unlike unto him. So within Islam, nothing is like Allah, and anything that you can imagine he is not that. We know the Creator from his 99 names and attributes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So,
but as far as the Christian goes, go ahead.
This logic.
What's up?
My friend, like when you say Allah speaks, God speaks, is God speaks like us? When we say Allah is all knowing, we know things, okay? Does that mean Allah also like have the same knowledge that like us?
Let him answer one question.
What do you mean?
Let him answer one question at a time.
We believe
gang it up on him.
No,
okay,
it's okay.
We believe there is nothing like him.
It's okay.
We believe there is nothing like him. Just like the brother says. Everything that you think Allah is not. Okay?
Right. So everything that I think Allah is not. So really, Allah really won't make sense to me, right? I cannot comprehend Allah. He won't make sense to me.
Let me say this logic.
Is that correct?
Because how do you know Allah? You know Allah through his 99 names and attributes. For an example, one of the 99 names and attributes is that he is the Al-Wadud, meaning that he is the most loving. Okay, so now I know from this attribute in this name, I know that my Creator is most loving. In Christian theology, you guys say that God is all loving, correct?
No, we say he is love. But please,
to make it simple,
please, we're getting away from this.
To make it simple,
let me just reiterate the question, please. So I understand what you guys are saying, right? That he's nothing like us, anything that we think he is not, right? So my question is, can I make sense of Allah then? If he's nothing that I can think of and imagine, can I make sense of him?
Let's make it easy for you, my friend. If you can't imagine the creation, if you can't imagine how big is the universe, how do you think you can comprehend what Allah is, what God is?
Right.
Simple as that.
So that's a yes, right? That's a yes that I cannot comprehend him. I cannot make sense of Allah. Correct?
You cannot know. Okay.
We know
you
of
are
Allah.
not.
Listen, we know of Allah from His 99 angel names and attributes.
Can I
we
comprehend
fully
those 99
understand?
attributes?
Can we fully comprehend it? Fully know.
Okay, good. So I cannot understand or make sense
Fully.
of Allah.
We can know of Him from His 99 names,
That
but to
makes
have
sense, my
full knowledge
friend.
of what Allah is, no, we can't do that.
Okay, so so you guys agree that we cannot make sense of Allah. We can't.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You're changing the. You're changing.
All right, this is why I'm asking. This is why
That's not what I said. You're trying to draw us into a fallacy.
Okay,
that's not
so
what I'm
this is why
saying.
I'm asking. This is why I'm asking a very straightforward question. Do not give me anything else. Just give me the answer to my question, please. Can we make sense of Allah? Yes or no?
Can I answer this, guys? Let me answer.
Go ahead, Zachariah. Go ahead.
Listen. When this guy brought up the example of Allah having hands, he said we have hands, but there's a distinction. There's an ontological distinction. So it's not at the same level. For example, he would believe God loves, right? God loves, humans love, but it's obviously not at the same level. So in the case of Allah having a form, this isn't at the same ontological level.
I am with you.
Hold on. Don't interrupt.
Okay,
bro. We did not interrupt you. So
But you're not answering the
You're not
question.
answering the question.
You're not answering the question.
I am answering the bro.
No, you're not.
Bro,
You're
it's
just
simple,
running.
bro. Look, I don't need.
I didn't
you
get to answer the question, bro.
No, but Zach, you're not even getting to my. You don't even understand the question. When you started talking,
I didn't even get to answer it, bro.
when you started talking, your words was not answering my question. Let me do this again.
Guy, go forth to answer it. You're scared, logic, bro. Let me answer.
Okay, you can say whatever you want. I don't like this. This is this type of vibe. I'm not even using this as a. I'm not even using this as an argument against Islam right now.
You mute this guy. Mute logic.
So can you answer my question?
Just answer the question.
I want everybody to try not to talk over each other. Zachariah, I'm gonna give you your time. I want Zachariah to answer the way he wants to answer. Don't tell him how to answer. Let him answer the way he wants to answer. Zachariah, go ahead.
God, give me one second.
No, I want to hear Zachariah.
They're in panic mode, bro. They're in panic mode.
Yeah, I want him to allow him to answer the way he wants to answer. Don't go ahead, Zachariah.
Okay, so for example, he brought up the example of Allah having a form. He said, if Allah has a form and we have a form, he's trying to say that means he therefore is like his creation. And I just said to this guy,
never said that. Oh my goodness.
Guys, you don't say, no,
There is something wrong with this guy.
He was indirectly implying that. No, bro, I know
Don't say what I'm indirectly applying. Don't put words in my mouth. I never said nothing that you just said. You're jumping into the conversation and you don't even know where to even implement yourself.
I know,
this is what
bro.
I'm talking about.
Okay. So,
And you guys are letting this guy come in and waste our time with not even dealing with what I said and lying about what I said and making an argument that I never made.
Avery, can you let him speak, please?
Of course, I'm just saying he's wasting our time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can you get to the? Go ahead, Zach.
Listen. Right now, this
Take
guy.
some water. Chill.
What I was gonna say, if Allah is not like His creation, when you say there's nothing like His creation, nothing can reach His level. What's the issue with that? So yes, if you're saying specific attributes like mercy and love that He would have, it's not at the same level. So I'll just answer you right now. So go ahead and answer.
All right, thank you, Zach. What was my question?
You were trying to imply the point that Allah.
No. What was my question? Don't tell me what I'm trying to imply. What exactly came out of my mouth in question form?
Bro, you're trying to make the indirect response of Allah has a form.
What came out of my mouth?
Bro, I don't.
Logic, just critique the argument.
What
What
you
do
don't
have to
even know
say
the
about it?
question. You came up
That's
here
fine.
talking.
It's fine.
You don't even know
Just-
the question. Stay muted and just listen, and then jump in.
Okay, dog.
So guys, and Dawood, he just called me a dog just now. So that's strike one. I'm gonna give you a chance to go ahead and check that and make sure everybody's respectful, so that this doesn't go anywhere. You know
I know that logic. I know you disrespect our religion. I know all the Christians that we talk to disrespect our faith. They always.
Hey, GodLogic, my brother. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. GodLogic. Okay, do you believe Jesus to be God, right, my brother?
This has nothing to do with what
Can I?
My brother,
wait,
my brother.
can I-
Listen, GodLogic.
Hold up, Bashir. Hold up, Bashir. So what I'm saying is that it's a lot of Christians that are being very disrespectful, including you, Logic. But on my platform, I won't have it here. Right? You can do it somewhere else, but here, no way. So I'm saying for all the Muslims and the Christians, let's all mutually be respectful, bring the smoke, bring whatever you got. I say this all the time, just don't insult, yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you. So here's the question again, guys. And for the ones who have been in this conversation, you guys can answer. Dawood, Bashir, Abdullah. Okay. I understand everything that you guys have said so far. Okay. That Allah is nothing like us. That the only thing that we know is his attributes, but only really by name. We can't really even understand his 99 attributes that he revealed to us and stuff like that. All this kind of stuff. He's nothing like in creation, nothing that I can't even imagine. Understood. You don't even have to repeat that. Here's my question. Based on that, can we make sense of Allah? Yes or no?
When you say, can we make sense of Allah, what do you actually mean by that?
Can he make sense to us in our finite brains? Can we make sense of Allah, who he is, what he is? Can we make sense of him?
I'll say this in a better way that I understand, is that the 99 names and attributes is the way we understand of who he is, and that entails who he is. So to make sense, I want to just say this is how we understand who Allah is from these attributes and these names. That's it, simple as that.
God is not the author of confusion.
Yeah.
When he says he's one, that means one, not one and then three in one.
I like to make sense. I like the word understand a little bit better. Yeah.
Can you comprehend him? Can you comprehend him?
We can understand.
What do you mean?
From his 99?
What do you mean comprehend?
Can you understand?
We already say there is nothing like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So is the answer no?
We already say that.
So the answer is
but
no.
when he says,
listen, let me say we can make sense. We can understand according to our capability, but to have a full knowledge of who Allah is, we can't do that. But I prefer to say understand. I prefer.
So we can understand.
We understand. Yeah, we understand. Yeah.
Akhi Dawood, yeah, we can understand Allah when he says he is one. We can understand this at least.
Can you understand Allah when he says that he has hands?
No, so listen, let me answer you.
No, please. Let Abdullah or Mr. Dawood engage this.
Right, but to the fullest.
Can you understand?
Listen, this guy, you're on it, bro.
When Allah says that he has hands.
No, of course we cannot.
When Allah says that he has hands, can you understand that?
Okay,
make sense of that?
again, my friend. When we say Allah, we have knowledge, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all-knowing. Can you understand what does it mean to be all-knowing?
That's a good question. Can we understand Allah's all-knowingness?
No.
Can we make sense of that?
No, my friend. Okay, let's make it simple. Go ahead, Akhi Umar.
No problem. Yeah, so what's your question? GodLogic? Yeah, we can understand Allah, yes.
We can understand Allah. We can make sense of him?
Yeah, we can understand that which, for example, he describes about himself. Now, can we fully know God? No, neither side can. It's impossible. But can we know about God? Can we know who he is? Yeah, we can know through the created effects, for example. For example, when he destroys Sodom and Gomorrah, we can know this is an expression of his wrath, right? When he
Omar, can you slow down? Slow down, please.
No problem, Habibi. So, for example, also when he destroys, it's because I'm at work, so I have like 2-3 minutes before I wanted to quickly jump in and answer.
No, you good, Omar. Don't worry about it. Don't pay attention to Eric Smith. He just, you proving your point. Go ahead, my brother.
No problem. Yeah, so...
Go ahead, my man. You the man, my brother. Go ahead.
Thank you, man. So yeah, about the wrath, for example, when he destroys Sodom and Gomorrah, we know he's expressing his wrath. We also know, for example, when he's expressing his mercy, when he forgives our sins, right? Like the hadith in Bukhari, for example, about Allah's descent, right? It's very clear. So we can know him through the created effects, like destroying a nation, he's expressing anger or wrath. And we can also know him through the names he ascribes for himself, right? Like the most merciful, Ar-Rahman. We say he has a Rahmah, right? So yeah, I know you're talking about...
So you're saying that there's an extent that we can understand him, and an extent that we cannot, correct?
Yeah, so, okay, here's what I would say. I would say that, is it the case that we can fully know everything about God? No one can claim this. No Christian, Muslim, it's impossible. It doesn't make sense. But can we understand God insofar as understand what he's told us about him? Yeah, absolutely, right? The reason he tells us things about him is so we understand him. We can know who he is, etc.
Thank you. So simply because there's elements of God that you can't make sense of doesn't mean that you shouldn't believe in that, correct? It doesn't make it false simply because you can't make sense of it.
That's a good question. So lacking knowledge is not a problem. However, knowing that, for example, something which is illogical, that's the problem. So I know what you're trying to ask, and please don't interrupt. You're trying to equivocate this to you guys with the Trinity because you don't fully understand the Trinity. But here's the problem. Let me finish, please. I'll let you finish. Let me finish. So the answer to you is just simply lacking knowledge. No, this is not a problem. In fact, in the Islamic position, we have something called the Hanbali Mufawwid, okay? So they do tafweed of the ma'na. They say we leave the meaning of these attributes like yad, hand to Allah. So no, simply lacking knowledge of something is not a problem. But if you're going to have a logical problem, a logical contradiction with your God, then that's the problem, right? So go ahead, inshallah.
Thank you. So again, no, I don't know why you guys keep trying to jump to assuming what I'm saying. I wasn't even talking about the Trinity at all. I wasn't. I was actually talking about the crucifixion. And so I asked Bashir, if this was prophesied about, would you believe it? Would you submit to that? And he said no, because it doesn't make sense to me. So that's when I'm like, okay, so your standard, Bashir's standard, not everyone else's, but Bashir's standard, but everybody else jumped in. Bashir's standard of truth and reality is what makes sense to him. So that's why I was bringing up Allah and what you can know, if you can make sense of him or not.
So I'm answering your question, right? We can make sense of Allah. We can know about.
You answered my question.
So there's no problem.
We can make sense of Allah to an extent.
Yeah. So you have no problem,
which is okay. I have no problem with that at all. I have no problem with that. I agree. My thing is that with Bashir, if he's going to be consistent, right, that just because something doesn't make sense to him, there's things that don't make sense to him that he can't make sense of, yet he still believes and affirms. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But here's the thing though, right? So for example, that when he says he doesn't understand, for example, the crucifixion, what does he mean by that? He's saying there's like a logical conclusion in which it's contradictory, right? Like
exactly.
That's if so, then yeah, there's a point. He could make the argument from a logical perspective, right? Saying that, okay, if God's to die, then this would be XYZ logical problem, right? However, this different to my position, which is saying that we can know about God, but we cannot understand every single aspect about him. We do not fully understand every single thing. They're two different things. Lacking in knowledge and not understanding something is different to making an argument that's saying it doesn't make sense because it contradicts the law of logic or it's illogical, something like this. So you should have asked him like to specify what he meant. But I've got like a minute left. So if you have
what I mean, I'm not going to believe it because it's what I mean. What I said. Hold up, GodLogic. You were saying things about me though. Hold on. What I mean, I'm not going to believe it because I know God will not going to do this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not connected with the logic, my brother. That's why I said I do not going to believe it. If that reality going to happen,
you see what he just did?
We can use our common sense. We can use if it is.
Let me just point out what he just did. Let me just point out what he just did.
My friend, let me rephrase what he says because he already explained it and you want to deviate it.
And I believe, look, you putting words in my mouth that I didn't even say. Look, you're trying to force me to say yes to something that doesn't make sense. I said I'm not going to happen. And
Bashir.
Let brother Abdullah speak. I don't.
Akhi Umar, let me tell you what's happened. But brother Bashir, he says it's illogical, and I can't believe it. And he's talking about it because God cannot die. Basically, his base argument from the start. This is the problem with it. So, but he want to say he want to change it. This is his typical way. Okay, to change it and says, well, can you make sense of God? No, my friend. He's talking about how can God die? Basically, go ahead, Akhi Umar.
It's actually my turn.
It's simple. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's not what happened. I was addressing Bashir based off what he was saying. Okay? What he said was that, because I asked him very specifically, if God foretold that this would happen, that the Messiah would be crucified and would take on the sins of the world, right? Because it wasn't even about whether God can die.
First of all, God not going to tell like this. Not God, not going to foretold. Because why? Because it's not.
If God already told you that this was going to happen, if He already made it known that this was going to take place, would you submit to that? And his answer to that was no, because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's a valid response though, because if God says, for example, that He's going to XYZ, whatever illogical act, if it is, and we would say no, well, it cannot be true then. It cannot be true because it's illogical.
Even if it's in your Quran?
Yeah, absolutely. The reason we believe in the Quran is because
stop it, Allah.
If the Quran said that Allah exists and not existed, this is a logical contradiction. It's impossible. This would falsify the religion, but it doesn't say anything like that, alhamdulillah. Likewise, the Quran says itself, right? The Quran sets its challenge like this itself. So this is not astaghfirullah, just to correct your broken English and Arabic 2 in 1, right? right? Maybe 3 in 1 next. It has nothing to do with what I said, right? The fact of the matter is, if your scriptures say that God is going to die or God is going to do whatever it is, if it's illogical, we can reject it even if it's already foretold in scripture, because scripture is logical. It should be logical. If it's not logical, it's impossible by definition, right? And if he has a justification for saying that he would reject God can die, yeah, well, I could probably produce an argument if you'd like right now, GodLogic, as to why this is illogical and incoherent. Would you like me to do that, or would you not like me to do that?
Okay.
It's the most convenient religion in the
Before
world.
anything?
Hold on, let me get a mic check. I got Tez. I think you're Christian. Eric, you're Christian, right?
Yes, sir.
By the way, guys, I have like a minute left, inshallah. So if you guys ask any
Okay, go
questions,
ahead. Yeah, I got like 3 Christians up here. That's good. Okay, go ahead. Go
any
ahead,
question, go ahead and make an argument or question or whatever about this.
I wanted to say one or two.
I just want to know. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, actually, Eric. I'm curious because this guy keeps yapping. Are you GodLogic?
Yes,
Speak to you, don't worry, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to know what's your definition of death? Being unalive.
So
what's the definition?
That's a beautiful question, right? So it can be understood. Wait, is he asking me or you, GodLogic?
I'm just saying.
Okay, so as a Muslim,
going on for
no problem. As a Muslim, I wouldn't define it like there's a misconception, right? Like a cease to exist. I would reject that definition. I would say the death simply is like separation of soul and body, right? Now, I can make an argument. I can grant you that definition. I can still formulate an argument against Jesus dying, presupposing the notion that he's God, right? So that doesn't help you much. Asking me to define terms, it's not going to help you, buddy. Anyways, GodLogic, go ahead and respond, inshallah.
Yeah. So when Bashir is making his point saying no, because it doesn't make sense to me that God would ever do that, and that God would ever even come into the flesh or whatever, that God would ever do this, this, and this. He's saying God would never do this. That wouldn't make sense for him to do that. And so therefore he's rejecting it, even if he's foretold that he would do it. The reason why what I was bringing up was relevant was because he believes things that doesn't make sense to him. He affirms things that doesn't make sense to him, and yet he still believes it. He still believes
it. That's a good point.
And
okay,
so,
my brother. My question to GodLogic.
All I'm doing is pointing out.
I got a small question for 2 seconds.
Let me finish though.
Bashir, let Logic and Umar speak.
All I'm doing is pointing out the inconsistency of his reasoning and his argument. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, I'll tell you why there's no inconsistency. Let me clarify. So Bashir, when you said that it doesn't make sense, his position, are you saying that it's illogical? This is what you're saying, correct?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
So it's illogical. So when he says it doesn't make sense, he's saying that it's illogical. Now that's valid. That's a valid criticism, right? However, we don't say that Allah makes no sense. This is ridiculous. We say we cannot know every single thing about God. That is not the same as when he says that your position makes no sense. What he's trying to say.
That he cannot uplift.
Move on.
Hold on.
Let's move on.
1 second.
I think we cleared this point. This point is over.
God enters his creation. It doesn't make sense because. I ask you a question. Can God create something that he cannot uplift?
Yes, it's unlogical for God to do so.
Exactly. So that proves
we're already over that.
We've understood that what he's trying.
Why there's always 3 Muslims talking when one person? I don't understand. There's 3 lawyers and 1 person talking.
That's a paganism, my brother. That's what Hindus believe.
You gotta
What
get
they
your mic,
believe? They
man.
believe in a Brahma and a Krishna and Shiva. They are 3
I thought you
prime
talking in a
deities.
tunnel.
I wish Omar had more time because he's seeing this. So look, so you said it's illogical for God to enter into creation. Now, does Allah descend to the lowest heaven at every third?
In a way that befits his majesty. Does he? Did you hear my answer?
Does he descend? Bashir,
did you hear my answer?
Does he descend? No worries. In a way that
why you don't want to respond to me?
He knows that you answer him. He just wanna,
No, hold on. GodLogic.
He just said that he did it and
in a way
going on, bro.
different question. No.
In a way that befits his majesty. Does it befit the majesty of the Lord of the heaven universe to be a baby and get diaper changed?
Do you agree, Bashir, that Allah Allah can enter creation in a way that befits His majesty?
And like he just said, look, in a way that befits His majesty.
Boom.
No, he's asking a different question. Logic is trying to throw you into a fallacy. He's trying to throw you into a fallacy because he knew that you said, wait, listen, guys. Y'all have to learn to read the board,
I think Dawood caught it.
I answered your question.
Listen,
now
Dawood caught it.
To do a question.
man.
If you fit the majesty of the Lord of the heavens,
Wait a minute, man. Hold on, man.
GodLogic is laughing out of weakness. The definition of laughing is laughing out of weakness.
Listen, man. Can the host
now he's laughing because he's in the debate. He knows God cannot become a man, and he knows God cannot create something that
Listen, God,
so you're laughing because it's a sign of weakness.
Save him, man.
You're laughing, my brother, exactly because you're losing.
Save him, Dawood.
Bashir, calm down.
Listen, man. Chill out.
Laughing is a sign of weakness, my brother.
Sunni, brother.
We answered your question. Now answer our
question.
Chill
out. Hey, y'all listen to me.
Who's this? The host?
Pack, inshallah, the host.
That's right.
Okay, so listen what I'm saying. Okay, y'all have got to learn. Listen, God dang, bro. If it ain't, listen, y'all got to chill out. Chill pill, bro. Listen. I'm trying to lay it out for us to play it out. Y'all have got to learn how to pay attention to the board. You got to learn how to read the board, man. You have got to learn how to read the board. That's point one. Point two, you have to understand when a person is questioning you, okay? Because the questioner has a slight upper hand. Why? Because they're the questioner, okay? They're going to ask you questions in order to draw you into a fallacy. Logic asks you guys questions. You answered it correctly all the way around across the board. You answered correctly. You did right. You got you can fact check them. Now, where you almost listen, this is what I'm saying to you. He was going to ask you a question, right? Does he enter into his creation according to his majesty? If you would have answered yes, I would have. Okay, I'm just saying, be careful, pay attention to the questions that people are asking you. Listen, they're recording right now too. They love us. We're famous. So we're all celebrities, Muslims. We're very famous, and they're very envious of us. So trust me, they take pictures and videos of us everywhere we go. Listen, so we have fans. Now listen, be careful of how you answer questions. That's all I'm saying. Christians and Muslims, be careful how you answer questions. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Host, can I ask you a question? We answered his question. Now we're asking.
You answered his questions all correctly, 100%.
Yeah. Now he needs to explain.
He knows that.
How?
Yeah, but he's trying to throw you into a fallacy.
Yeah. He was saying that he went back to Bashir because the crucifixion. So now we want him to prove us that the crucifixion.
Actually,
no, before that, we asked him a question.
Actually, the point wasn't just made just now. Okay, I need to complete this. Now, Dawood warned you guys.
Answered your question. Now
when Dawood warned you guys need to know to watch the board and be careful with what you say.
What does it have to do with anything?
Because your words.
We asked you a question.
Dude, what's wrong? What's wrong?
No, don't tell me, dude. I'm not your dude. I answered your question. I answered.
No, you're messing up the Bible.
You're so angry. You came in here angry. You're finishing.
Listen, I'm not saying that nobody was going to make a mistake. I'm not saying that you going to make a mistake. I'm not saying that you was going to answer incorrectly. I'm just stopping it before it even. I'm not.
Well, the Sunni guy actually answered yes according to his majesty.
Answer our question.
Listen, we're not gonna go around the bushes. We have explained to you why it's not logical. So now it's your turn to explain that.
Crucifixion is logical. You have not.
This is why you guys went into a panic mode when I asked a very simple question.
Can you get the question?
So I want to affirm this really quick.
We answered your question. Now answer our question. Does it fit?
You might have to put down Sunni because Sunni is not capable of having this conversation.
Crucifixion is logical. That's your question.
Sunni is not. I don't think Sunni is capable of having this conversation. That Allah can enter creation.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
Talking over me again.
Can you?
Can I speak to him for 1 minute? Can I talk to him for 1 second?
Guys, can I just finish 2 words?
Wait.
You said that you brought that argument because Because
There's six,
we're talking
there's six
about
Muslims.
Oh my God, Eric, can you hold on for a second?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you guys.
Okay,
I
listen,
can't even finish a
listen.
sentence.
I'm gonna let Sunni talk to Logic for a minute. Let Sunni and Logic talk.
Now this person,
I want Bashir to be in this as well.
He's scared.
We're all in this Logic. We're all in this thing
Okay, so
together.
yeah, don't
Sunni,
look.
We answered
we're all
this
in this
question.
thing
Does
together,
Allah
buddy.
descend to the
Okay.
lowest heaven and last third part of the night?
Can I finish
He
what I was
answered,
saying,
yes,
please? Because
in
he
a way that
interrupted
befits
me.
His Majesty. Now we're asking him a question.
Dawood, can
that
I
he doesn't
finish what I was saying?
Let him get it out of his
the
system.
majesty of the Lord.
Sunni,
of
go ahead and
Out of
go
the
ahead,
system.
Logic.
This is what he does.
Avery, can you wait a minute, please?
No, I'm not going to mute him because
Yo,
I'm
my brother Logic,
Eric.
imagine, my brother Logic, you believe in God as a man. Now let's go back to it. Hold on, my brother.
Akhi Bashir,
God is a man.
Bashir,
Now let's
Akhi
go
Bashir,
back. Hold on, I want to say something.
Bashir. We all on the same page, Akhi. Just a minute. Let brother Sunni speak.
Mr.
Jazakallah khair.
Dawood, can I finish what I was saying before I was cut off?
I will let you finish, sir.
Let him finish. Let Logic finish and then let Sunni come in because Sunni just jumped out of nowhere.
Eric, you have a background. Eric,
answer our question, which is, does
So
it
now can
befit
you
the majesty or the
Dawood,
nature of
can
the
you
Lord of
mute
the
him so
heaven
that I can finish what I was saying like you said I
and
could?
get his diaper changed?
My brother, you believe?
I don't even need all of this. I don't need time now. I just need you to control that dude. Just control him so we can have an open dialogue. That's it.
Go ahead,
Only 2 minutes to make a point?
Go ahead.
I don't need 2 minutes to make a point. Like, look.
No, go ahead, make your point. Go ahead.
Just notice, everyone. Before Sunni came up here, and he's from Clubhouse, we already know who he is. Before he came up here, he's not able to have these discussions. He's going to overtalk the host. He's going to overtalk everyone. Okay? Before he came up here, all of us was able to go one at a time and speak. We had a mutual respect for each other. So please, Dawood, don't let one person come up here and ruin the vibe of the room. Okay? Notice that he's talking about seeing the board. See the board, and don't let this dude come up here and ruin what we was just doing. We had a great decorum before he came up here. So I don't need 2 minutes to make my point. I have one simple question for everyone, and you guys can touch on this. Do you guys agree with him that Allah can enter his creation in a way that befits his majesty? Yes or no? Please, take my time off. Let's have the open dialogue. Let's go back to where it was. Just control him, Dawood.
Okay, so let me go to the show. Okay.
Speak now.
And
Speak now.
hold on. Wait a minute. I want.
Can I speak?
Yeah, I just don't believe God.
Bashir, be quiet for a second. Let me speak. Calm down, Habib. May Allah bless you. Calm down. Let me speak. So this individual, all he did was throw ad hominems at my character. He asked us a simple question as Muslims. Do you believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends to the lowest heaven in the last third of the night? We said yes, in a way that befits his majesty or nature, not like the way the creation descends. Now I asked him a question. We all asked him a question that he's refusing to answer. Does it befit the nature and the majesty of the Lord of the heaven universe, the one that created the heaven universe and sustains and maintains it, for him to be a baby, his majesty and nature? For him, simple question, and he's not going to answer it. I've been asking him for the last 30 minutes. Answer it, Avery. Go ahead.
So do you all agree with him that Allah does enter his creation in a way that befits his majesty?
Not enter. Wait. Why you
not to become a human being, my brother. Not to become a flesh. Not to become a blood. Not to someone who.
He doesn't want to answer my question.
He didn't ask you. He didn't ask you what he's not going to ask.
That's not
He
it,
asked
my
you,
brother. This is a
do you believe
mistake.
it?
Wallahi Lazim, host, control these people. Let me speak to this individual, Avery.
Oh my goodness, you got room to talk.
He answered the question. Now you answer our question. We said yes.
Do you all agree with him
and
that
forget
Allah
what they
enters
think.
his creation
Forget
in a
what
way
they
that
think. I
befits
never
his
said that.
majesty?
I never
Yes or
said
no,
that.
Bashir?
I never said that.
Abdullah?
I never said that.
No.
Avery, why you're playing with the wording? Avery,
I'm
why
saying
you're playing
this.
with the wording?
God logic. Look, not becoming a human being. Not to becoming a someone who's
Logic, ask me.
Host, control your life.
No, man.
Ask me, bro.
He can do anything that befit his power, but not to become
God can
weakness,
come into
man.
creation that
Wallahi,
befits
host,
his
if you don't
majesty,
control
Drake?
your life, I'm gonna leave.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
yes,
man,
I
awesome.
do.
Great job
Yes.
answering the question, man. Awesome.
Host, can you control your life?
How is that?
To answer my question.
Yeshua.
We answered his question. Now get Avery to answer our question.
Here it is again.
Host,
you guys agree with
Wait. Let me say something. Logic. Let me. Hold on. Logic. We was talking. Wait a minute. Hold up. Calm down, inshallah. So what I'm saying is this is going to be the answer, okay? We believed when you asked your original question, because I know your question. I pay attention to you when people talk to me. You said the question was from you, Logic. Does Allah descend about Allah descending to the nearest heaven? Okay, right? That's your question.
That was the first one, and he answered it.
Yeah, that was the first. That wasn't your first question, but that was your question. So you're that's what we're building on right now. That's what we're talking about. Allah descending, and then you built on it saying that Allah enters in creation, meaning like the human being or whatever the case may be. We disagree with that. If you get
exactly.
Let me tell you something. If anybody gets frustrated and don't want to hear me talk, you think you could do better. You can listen. You think you could do better? Is that why you?
Host, can you just get him to answer my question, bro?
Don't have me pull out the popcorn.
Host, can you just get him to answer my question? You heard my question, correct? Did you hear my question, Host?
So
I understand your question, but you gotta understand this is my live.
I agree. Now, can you please get him to answer my question? Please.
So you guys agree then? Allah.
Can I say something?
Brother, we don't agree. Look, brother Logic, we agree for God do powerful things that is befit His power. We don't believe that God became a human, then and became a sperm and going inside the mother womb. What's wrong with you, my brother?
That's that.
Come on, man. But this is your
let me
logic.
say something. Okay, Bashir. Let me say something for the whole entire chat, inshallah, for everybody that's up here. Number one, no Muslim is going to fight with another Muslim. Nobody's going to disagree. Same thing with the Christians. I don't want that either, okay? So let me say this. If somebody comes on our platform, regardless of who, because they'll lie and say that they're Muslim and they're not Muslim, and they'll come up here to try to cause discord and try to cause havoc. So when I'm saying this, do not, if anybody comes up here, if they insult whoever they insult, and they be rude and obnoxious, don't engage with them. I will just kick them off the platform and nobody will say anything. We will not argue and we will not dispute about it. If they come up, they rude or disrespectful, we just kick them off. If two people are having too bad of an argument, I'll just place you off. Because people look at this and they can't beat us in knowledge, they can't beat the Quran. So what they have to do is try to make us look bad in character and manners when we know we have the best of manners. Okay? That being said. So if anybody comes up, don't engage, don't insult. If they insult, I'll just kick them off. All right? Because, go ahead.
Full agreement.
Don't engage.
So guys, you guys agree with the brother that just left, that Allah does enter creation in a way that befits His Majesty, right?
Again, okay, let me answer you for the 10th time. Is there a difference between descending and enter the creation in your dictionary?
No, not him descending to the lowest
no difference. No difference for you.
Him descending to the lowest heaven is literally entering into creation.
No, there's bro, stop engaging with this guy, man.
Yo, what a lie. Yo.
For fuck's sake, man, stop engaging with GodLogic.
Ya Allah, that's
why? Oh my
God, will never see it, man.
Dawood, can you handle Ibn?
No, it's okay. It's okay. We want them to show how great their manners are, King Drake. We want to show that. We want them to show that.
Avery, for the 10th time. Avery, for the 10th time.
No, we're not perfect. Why? But we have better manners than the Christians.
We're
not perfect.
Exactly.
But it's definitely better than the Christians.
Akhi Bashir, let's focus on this.
Yeah. Can we go back to the logical argument? Can we go back to the logical argument?
Don't play this game, my friend. Okay, Avery. Descending is different from entering the creation. Okay. For the 10th time, we said like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descending to the lowest heaven, okay, with the way befitted to His Majesty. How? We don't know how. Let me elaborate with this. Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised up on His throne when He created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. How does it say? Okay, we believe that al-istiwa, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised up on his throne, okay, in a way like He befitted His Majesty. Subhanallah, I forgot the name of the Imam. When he been asked how did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise up on his throne, he said, Al-istiwa'u ma'loom. The raise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised on his throne, we know how, he raised on his throne. Wal-kayfu majhul, and we don't know how. And to believe in it is a must. Okay, and to ask about it is innovation. Everything that's in your mind, Allah is not. Okay?
So I understand.
Again, my friend Avery, descending is different from entering. Entering for you, God became a man. God became a baby. God became.
No,
come
please,
inside the belly of Mary. Okay, and God. Okay, like Mary get birth to God, and she feed him. Okay, and she taught him how to speak and how to walk. Okay, God is not a human.
Yeah, and God doesn't have no umbilical cord, God logic. You know, God,
I think that's true.
God,
logic. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back. Wait,
we don't
guys.
believe that, brother.
Bashir, I'm gonna let you talk. Bashir, I'm gonna let you talk. I promise.
Can I continue?
You
with
believe when God came out from his mother womb, he have umbilical cord? Like what the hell?
Listen, I think that Abdullah's answer. Hold on, wait. Let me say this. I believe that Abdullah's answer is sufficient. I believe
there's hope.
I know. I really believe. Listen, I like that what Abdullah said. I think it's sufficient.
Can I?
So I would like to go back to the Trinity.
We wasn't even on the Trinity.
We were on resurrection. Am I not true?
God logic doesn't want to hear the Trinity because he knows he's gonna get it.
I would like to go back to the Trinity, sir.
Dude, I don't think it's fair for
don't worry about
to speak. Excuse me, for four Muslims to be able to speak, and then when it's my turn to finally respond to what Abdullah said, and all four of you guys said, I can't even respond to it. You want to run away?
Okay.
Descending.
Okay, يتنزل. Let's use the term that's been used in Arabic. Okay,
the word is descend. What is?
No, you're trying to go back to that argument. I want no.
Okay,
this is not a dialogue about it again. I want he said he can finish. I want him to finish, and after that, we're going to the Trinity.
We're not on the Trinity. We was on the crucifixion.
We're going to the Trinity. I'm the host. I'm going to the Trinity after this.
Okay, all right.
So go say what you gotta say, Lodge.
Fair enough. All right, so the host, the host is running away from this subject of Tawheed.
Listen,
no, you're running away. It ain't the host, my brother. We saying God descended into the lowest heaven. He doesn't descend into the earth. He doesn't become a human.
You said I
he doesn't become a human.
Listen,
you believe that God became a human. You know what I'm saying?
You said I can make my point, bro. Host, you said I can make my point. You said regardless, I can make my...
I'm gonna make you let your point. Hold up. I know I put you on, Bashir, but I just need to say something. I needed everybody to mute up. That's why I did this. Okay, so what I'm saying is this. I'm not running. You want to tell me I'm running, so I'll be like, oh, I ain't running. I'll stay here and keep debating. No, I'm not running. I just don't want to consistently stay in a long, drawn out conversation. I like to mix things up. That's the kind of thing I do. Listen, anybody in the comments, you can chat, you can say I'm running, you can say track star, you can say whatever you think of. This is my live. I don't have to stay on the topic for 6 hours. I am able to change what I want to change, right? Because that's the new thing. If you don't want to do what they do or say what they want you to say, you're running. Okay, just because you guys are saying I'm running don't mean I'm running. I'm going to still change my topic. We've been talking about this too long and it's been drawn out, and I want to change the topic. That's it. Simple as that. You don't like it, leave.
All right. So, I would just say what I was going to say so we can move on, I guess. Yes, host, Mr. Dawood, my guy, you're running, man. We got to be real.
I'm not running, but if you want to listen, I'm not running. We've been talking about it long enough, and I want to change the topic.
Logic, don't you know that
that's it.
you know Allah's descendant isn't like our descendant? His hands aren't like our hands. Don't you know that? He don't got arms. He don't got a mind like our
afraid of logic for me to run from anything that you're bringing, bro. You're not scary like that. Let's just get that understood. I just simply want to change the topic. You're not nobody to run from.
It's not even changing the topic. He mentioned this point earlier. GodLogic mentioned this. He said he brought this with Bashir because he wanted to prove, because you were talking about the crucifixion. Now we need you to prove to us that the crucifixion is logical. Go ahead.
Okay, we could go to, well, it's up to the host, okay? But at least let me make my point first, all right? So, the host is running. He said that Abdullah answered sufficiently when he didn't. There's so many holes in it. The one hole that was there came from one question, Dawood. I want you to pay attention to this for future discussion. I simply asked Abdullah, what does descend mean? And he couldn't answer that. Because
he answered in a way that fits Allah's majesty. That was your answer.
Actually, he didn't even say that. He didn't even say that.
Yes, but the main
we did.
Because
and he also said,
yes, we did. Logic. Why you're playing?
Here we go. Hold on, guys.
Just make your statement, Logic.
I'm trying, but you
can move on.
Can I say something? The original
panic mode.
Finish.
Yeah, it's about him. But the main argument was
let this man finish.
Okay, but let's go back to the argument he brought up earlier.
You gotta let me finish, bro.
Let him finish, dude. Come on. That was not finish, bro. Come on.
Thank you. So, I asked him, what does descend mean? And he was unable to answer that question because we all know what descend means. What he responded with was, well, let's use the Arabic word for it. Let's use the Arabic. It doesn't matter when we use it in the English or the Arabic.
What does hand means? Okay, what does hand means?
Come on, please.
No problem. What does hand means?
Let me.
Descending. What does hand means? Like the same. Eric, you have a background. Eric.
Hand is a physical ligament. Okay, that's what.
Okay, for us. Okay, no problem. For us, again, my friend, again. For us, my friend, for us, when you use the term, okay, we said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has hand, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descend in a way to fitted His Majesty. We don't know how. We don't put shape for it. We said, Laysa kamithlihi shay. There is nothing like Allah. And full stop.
That's good. You know what, Abdullah? You know what? This is really good. I'm glad that you made that super clear right before we go into the Trinity. Because remember, you said that. Remember that you just said.
I said what?
That you draw a line when it comes to your affirmations of Allah. You don't know how. You don't know what. You just affirm what He says about Himself, and that's it. You don't go further than that. Right?
Yeah. For that reason.
Good.
Okay.
Let me finish. Please let me finish.
No problem. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll ask you again.
Oh, dude, let me finish. Golly. So look, everybody who's listening, pay attention as we segue to the Trinity discussion. Pay attention to the Muslims who just appealed to mystery and affirm that Allah does descend. Affirm that Allah has hands in these body parts in a way, though, that befits His Majesty, and it goes beyond their comprehension.
Why do
so
you
they
say
don't ask the how.
Wait. Are you done, Logic? Are you done, Logic, with your statement?
I'm almost done. I'm about to.
Logic?
You're going
Why do you say we said body parts?
Could you please
answer? The only reason why it seems
answer?
like it's long, Dawood, is because I keep getting interrupted. That's the only reason why it seems like it's long.
Okay, go ahead and finish. Yeah, I'll give you
like 45 seconds. That's it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Seconds. Okay. So I just want everybody to keep note before we go into the Trinity discussion what the Muslims just did here. Now, they're going to flip. They're going to want us to explicitly and intricately explain the Trinity in ways that they would never dare try to explain Allah and His attributes and His nature. Watch the hypocrisy as we go into the Trinity discussion. And guess what, guys? I'm gonna do the same thing that they just did here. When they ask the question about the Trinity, I'm going to say that God is triune in a way that befits His Majesty. God died in the flesh in a way that befits His Majesty.
Amen.
God took on human form and has a hypostatic union in a way that befits His Majesty. We don't ask the how. We don't ask the how. We just affirm.
Glory to God.
Amen.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Alhamdulillah, Yeshua.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Amen.
Yeah, let's get it. You're gonna answer. You're gonna answer. I get it. As logic. You're gonna answer in the way of the Muslim understanding according to your Christian theology. That makes perfect sense.
No, I'm going to answer according to your criteria.
You're going to answer in a way that a Muslim would answer according to Christian theology.
Well,
interesting.
What I'm going to do is...
That's what you literally just said. You're going to answer the way a Muslim would answer.
Listen, Dawood,
interesting. Why don't you answer the way a Christian would answer?
Listen. I'm not going to allow you to put a standard on
you see what I'm saying? He's not going to answer.
You yourself do not hold to.
There's no point.
You yourself, as Muslims, do not go so far. So that means
you got some internet. You got to come back.
Ask questions that go too far. That's all I'm saying. Be consistent.
Akhi Dawood, let me just highlight something. He said Muslim believe God has body parts, and this is wrong. Next time that don't add to our wording, okay? Thank you. Akhi, go ahead, Akhi Umar.
يلا اسمع أنا هون والله العظيم إن شاء الله I have like literally until like 10 minutes past 7 p.m. I have literally 5 minutes. I took like a quick break to pray inshallah, but I already prayed, so I have like the remaining time to talk inshallah. So inshallah no one interrupt inshallah. So GodLogic, yeah, I think we moved on to the Trinity now, right? Correct?
Yes,
absolutely. We're on Trinity right now.
Yeah, go ahead, Trinity.
Inshallah, I was gonna say discuss Alu, but we'll get back on the Zul, sorry, but we'll discuss that after inshallah. Okay, so about the Trinity, yeah. So do you believe that the three persons are God, correct?
Yes, in a way that befits their majesty.
Beautiful. I'm happy you said that. حبيبي والله إذا ما في مشكلة. Yeah. Okay. So GodLogic, listen, beautiful. So is this statement one of identity or predication?
We don't ask the how. We just affirm what God says about Himself.
So
He's triune in a way that befits His majesty.
I'm not asking about the how. I'm asking about the meaning of the statement. Jesus is God, the Father is God, the Holy Spirit is God. This is not the same as asking for.
In the same way that we can't understand the meaning of descend,
we can't.
Hand,
it means to move.
or
it means,
shin,
we can't.
or form, or shape. It's the same way that we don't understand
There's a problem,
the how or the procedure or the methodology.
He can't handle
حبيبي استنى شوي إذا ما في مشكلة يا حبيبي بدي أحكي يا حبيبي جزاك الله خير حبيبي خير عليك إن شاء الله حبيبي جزاك الله خير. GodLogic, that's false actually. Why? Because that presupposes a position called the Hanbali Mufawwid position. None of us are Mufawwids. We don't do tafweed of the ma'na. We don't do tafweed of the ma'na. We don't do tafweed of the meaning. We do tafweed of the kayf. Okay? This shows again you don't know our position, because you saying, oh, we don't know the meaning, that's called tafweed al-ma'na. We don't do tafweed al-ma'na. That's the Hanbali Mufawwid position. We're not Mufawwids, so that's a misrepresentation. We do tafweed of the kayf. We say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends, but we leave the howness, the kayfiyya to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the meaning, we know the meaning. We don't do tafweed of the kayf, of the ma'na, sorry, we do tafweed of the kayf. So that's just a misrepresentation, right? You cannot just say, oh, you guys do tafweed of the ma'na. That's false. We do tafweed of the kayf. The two different things, okay? So again, we know what the meaning is by Allah's yad. We simply say Allah's yad, or hand, is a property which has the ability to grasp and manipulate matter. For example, in the Quran, He talks about how He created Adam, right? He also talks about how He's going to grasp. So this is how we define yad, hand, okay? It's that simple. So we do know the meaning. As for descent or Nazul, we also know the meaning of that, right? Happy to answer, but this is, again, we moved on to the Trinity now, so you can answer my question. When you say the Son, Father, and Holy Spirit, what is meant by this?
You've been speaking for a minute. So you're jumping into the point of the conversation where I am using the same criteria and standard that the Muslims have applied for themselves.
No, but
so the Muslims, I'm talking to you.
Are you a spokesperson, Logic, for the Muslims?
So since I'm talking to
you, are you a spokesperson for the Muslims?
Can I
no, but I'm me or him?
Guys, can I?
I'm asking him without Logic. Is he a spokesperson for our faith? Because he's answering as a Muslim instead of a Christian.
Can I talk without any type of interruption? Like
you can, but you interrupted me.
It really amazes me.
I'm the host. I can interrupt anybody up here I want to.
But why is it that I'm the only one who
I can interrupt anybody I want to? This is my live, and I'm the host.
Why don't you interrupt Omar when he speaks?
I interrupt everybody whenever I need to. For everybody.
He actually did interrupt. No, it was my turn to speak. I don't mind him interrupting. He literally did interrupt.
Can I get like?
I interrupted everybody when I spoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get like 5 words out before?
Go ahead.
Mashashua. So you jumped in now, when we got to the point of the Trinity, but we only got to the point of the Trinity after some establishments. After we established that the way that the Muslims have answered our question on Tawheed, because I guess we were talking about Tawheed technically, the way that they answered these questions and the standard, the line that they drew, that they were not willing to go across and go over, I said, okay, when we go to the Trinity discussion, you guys better not go over these lines because I'm going to answer exactly how you guys answer. So when you say that you can, you're in this discussion now, so then maybe you can answer differently so I can deal with you differently.
Which Muslim said they don't know the meaning of Allah's hand like you claimed? Which Muslim said?
Just specifically.
No, you made it claim that we do tafweed of the ma'na.
We talked about this.
Which Muslim here did tafweed of the ma'na?
None of them answered about the hand.
No, but that's not the same as doing. That's not the same as doing tafweed of the ma'na. No. I let you speak longer than I spoke, so let me speak.
No, I didn't. I didn't even
listen,
speak longer.
GodLogic, you did. You did.
Already getting interrupted.
Listen, GodLogic. Yeah, because you interrupted me because you were. Listen, GodLogic, which Muslim did tafweed of the ma'na? Which Muslim did tafweed of the ma'na? Which Muslim did tafweed of the ma'na?
Please mute up, Omar.
No. Host, can you mute him, please? Because I let him speak.
No, he's not going to mute me.
No. If he's going to be
turn to speak, Omar.
It's not your turn because you interrupted me when it was my turn. So if you're going to act like
you literally finished speaking.
No, I didn't.
And asked the question, and I'm answering the question.
I didn't finish. You literally said to me. You literally conceded that I didn't finish. You said to me, "Oh, you're just rambling on."
No, you did.
So obviously, I didn't.
Now I'm talking.
Mr. Dawood, host, please, you need to come in between.
Yeah, inshallah.
Yes, so can I finish what I was saying, Dawood?
Inshallah, you can finish in your own time. Just to clarify, guys, I already said I'm limited on time, so I have a few more minutes. But GodLogic, I've been offering you a debate, and I'm willing to give you literally $50 to accept a debate on me just on Tawheed. Right? We can do it tonight, tomorrow, whenever. I've been offering you money, you've been running. So just to clarify, now I'm happy to continue right now for a few more minutes, right? But inshallah, if you're really interested in the discussion, you can accept my debate offer. We can do it tonight, tomorrow, the day after, whenever you want, right? It's simple. On Tawheed alone, no Trinity, just Tawheed. And I'll pay you $50 to accept. But I promise you guys, he won't accept, okay? Now, GodLogic, back to that. Now, you're talking to me, right? You made a claim that the Muslims didn't know the meaning. They said they didn't know the meaning. This is a position called tafweed al-ma'na. Which Muslim did that? None of them did that. I listened. They said he does so in a way that befits His Majesty. They said they did tafweed of the kayfiyah. They don't know the howness. That's what they said. They never said we don't know the meaning of this. That's stupid, right? In my eyes, anyways. So it's a position called hand mufawwid, but yeah, I don't hold to that. So you're speaking to me anyways. I told you, I defined yad for you. I literally told you we know the meaning of descent and hand. Now, can you go ahead with this? Answer my question about the Trinity. When you say Jesus is God, the Father is God, the Holy Spirit is God, is this a statement of identity or predication? It's a simple question. It's a valid question. When we say Allah has a hand, this hand, we define it as a property which has the ability to grasp or manipulate matter. It's that simple. As for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's descent, it means from simply getting closer to us. That's all, right? Moving, literally getting closer to us, moving, whatever, because we can define moving alhamdulillah, simply getting from point A to point B, right? Getting closer from point A to point B. That's simple. That's how I define. So I just defined yad, and I defined nuzul as well. So I want you to answer my question now. You cannot cope about it. I've given you the meaning of both terms. Answer me what it means, and stop googling as well. Stop going to your little messages. Is the person, when you say that 3 persons are God, is a statement of identity or predication? Simple, direct answer. We're all listening to you, right? Go ahead, inshallah. And also accept my debate offer, inshallah, because I haven't got too long left to speak. Maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes more, because I'm at work, so go ahead.
Okay, Omar, you have Thursday and Friday that I gave you to choose what our debate topic, which is the deity of Christ and Mark. So please stop doing this, man. This whole fakeness. No, it doesn't get anybody, man. All right, $50 doesn't even fill my tank. So offer more. Maybe offer a band. Maybe I'll entertain that. But going back to this, so your Muslim brothers said that Allah descends. They couldn't explain what that means, nor could they explain how. And so I'm only answering according to the same standard that the Muslims hold themselves to. So when you ask, intricate questions about the Trinity, I'm going to answer you and say in a way that befits His Majesty, the same way that you guys did. But you said I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you. No problem. Maybe you can answer this, and depending on how you answer this, it will be how I engage with you to make sure that you're consistent in our questioning. Okay? So here it is. What does descend mean? What does it mean to descend? When Allah descends to the lowest heaven, what does that mean? Where is Allah? Where is he now? Before he goes down to the lowest heaven, where is he? And then where does he descend to? So please answer those two questions. What does descend mean? Where is Allah before he descends? Please and thank you. And depending on how you answer this will determine how we go forward.
Rejected my debate offer. He tried mocking it instead of actually accepting it like a man. Now, as for this, can I get big screen host? Can you just give me big screen, inshallah? Because he's talking about me avoiding him. Let's just, and he's going to interrupt. I know he's going to want to jump in, right? He's unmuted, ready to jump in when I show this, right? Give me 1 second, guys, inshallah. So, inshallah, we can actually read. Okay, maybe I need to zoom out. So, I messaged him saying, guys, because after this is like after the first time, okay? Because what he did was the first week we agreed on the debate, he pushed it to the second week, right? Now, on 2 weeks later, I messaged him saying, hi, just to clarify the debate is tonight. What did he say? He said, you've got to forgive me, bro. I've been going, what is it? I've been, it's like for some reason super zoomed in, but he said I've been going the past week and I forgot to prepare for this debate, right? Next week is better for me as my schedule is clear and I can focus on the actual debate with you, right? This was that I messaged him that same mess after. I said to him, and I can show after if he wants, I said, wait, can we please do it tonight, right? Because you agreed 2 weeks it's been where you've missed it, right? And this is a third week now where you want to put it off for 3 weeks, right? And this is my only day off. On a Tuesday this was. So he responded saying, no, I can't. So if I think you're the one who's actually changing the debate dates 3 weeks in a row to put it off so you don't have to debate me, right? I think that's the case. And as well.
Logic, are you running from this man?
He is. I can show messages. Literally 3 weeks
Logic,
in a row.
are you running from this man? You're unmuted.
3 weeks, bro.
Are you running? Are you running?
Am I able
from
to
this
speak
man?
without interruption like him? Because I didn't interrupt you, right, Omar?
I just want to know yes or no. Are you running from this man?
No,
yes or no?
No. So have him keep reading.
You go. So you are going to debate him?
Yeah, but I gave him the option to debate this Thursday or Friday at his convenient times that he usually is able to debate.
For free. Y'all don't put money up for free. For free. Free debate, mutual debate, Christian Muslim.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
The first week, I was already scheduled a debate. I forgot about that, and I double booked myself. So I moved it to the next week, and then, which was this past week that just passed, the Thanksgiving week, right? So the Thanksgiving week passes, and I'm hosting. I told him, hey man, this is the holiday weekend, holiday week. You got to forgive me. Let's reschedule it for this actually week now. This is week 3 now. Okay, so I was I couldn't do it last week. I was way too busy. I was even barely on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
You was literally debating the night before this.
So no, I wasn't debating. It was open. It was open conversation.
Me and you literally debated.
Wait, did I interrupt you? Did I interrupt you?
We literally debated the whole hour.
Omar, did I interrupt you? Omar, did I interrupt you?
Yes, you did actually. Yes.
No, see, notice you lie. I literally let you talk. I literally let you talk, and here you are.
Omar, let him finish. Let him finish, and then host, please. Let him finish, Omar. Host, please. Give everyone 1 minute. You need to put a timer on host so that when GodLogic speaks, he has a minute. So and Omar, so they don't waffle for the whole day. Okay. So get your timer out. Okay, get a timer on Akhi so that you control the time. Okay, so let him finish. Then from then on, please do give everyone 60 seconds to speak.
So I'm going to finish what I was saying now.
I actually was supposed to be going to a topic of the Trinity. I don't even know how we come back here.
Because it's Omar, and it makes it.
Omar answered the question. Omar answered the question of what yet means and what descending means. He gave that in his time before GodLogic. 1 second.
How whenever it's my turn, I can interrupt.
Yeah, but GodLogic.
When I'm done.
GodLogic. I argued for you to finish. I argued for you to finish.
Thank you.
So, but the host asked a question, and I'm replying to the host now. And I'm saying you should finish, and you should be allowed to finish. But let's just finish off with the host question. The host asked, "How do we get here?" GodLogic wanted to go back to asking about what yet means and what descendant means. Omar answered within his 2 minutes the meaning, even though he answered before GodLogic got to speak. GodLogic asked what yet means, and descending means within the 2 minutes, and then we went to his time. So please, host,
I'm going to have to bring up Muhammad, so please check him.
No, you're not. Okay, so listen. There's no reason for you to disrespect
need to
Muhammad.
be aware of what's going on. Please.
Yeah, if you disrespect Muhammad in any chance, Logic, you out of here, bro. Simple as that. I'm not gonna play around with that.
Yeah, I know since Clubhouse. I've been calling him this for 2 years. So what?
I've been respectful. I haven't called anybody out their names. If he continues to go and it goes unchecked,
Can everybody listen? I don't want nobody to disrespect nobody, and I don't want dialogues to act silly because he's gonna turn me into a Negro to the 25th power. So I really would appreciate it, right? I really would appreciate it if this man don't do that, because I will turn into a straight Negro to the 25th power. Now I really would be very cautious that Logic watches his words, and I need everybody else to watch his words, because if you keep insulting my prophet, I will turn into a Negro to the 25th power, and you can clip it, record it, and send it in wherever the hell you want to send it, and then y'all can laugh about it later, because I wouldn't give a crap, bro. I'm really not. You think I care about you, Pastor?
I wouldn't come down, but I'm not gonna call him by his profile name. I'm gonna call him illogical.
Insult the messenger of Allah.
Hey, so
you can clip whatever video you want to.
So
do not insult
either you call me by my profile name or call me Logic for short.
No Muslim disrespect him. He's not gonna disrespect you guys.
I'm telling you right now.
That's all Logic. Nobody's gonna call you that. It's done with.
I'm not going further than illogical. I'm not going further than that. I'm not going further than illogical.
I'm trying to speak with GodLogic.
So let me finish what I was saying.
I've already answered you. I'm trying to answer your questions. No, I'm not going to.
No, you don't. I didn't even have a question that I asked.
You asked about
Allah. Finish what I was saying. I'm going to finish what I was saying.
No. Let me answer, dude. You just
no, I'm going to finish what I was saying.
You're going to waffle because you know I have to go.
I don't care what you say.
Let me hear Omar. Logic though. He does have to go. He's on the time.
I don't care. He already got his turn to
speak. Mute him.
He already
I know, but you got time though. This guy doesn't have that much time.
I never got my chance to speak.
I know. Just for the sake of he doesn't have much time.
No, you keep giving him time to speak, bro. No, I keep giving him time to speak. It's my turn.
Listen, he doesn't have more time. He doesn't have a lot of time.
If he doesn't have time, Dawood, then he shouldn't join the stage, because he can't just hold the mic when it's my turn to speak and then say, I don't have much time left, so now I can take over his turn.
How long is it going to take you, Logic? How long?
I'm just going to respond. However long it takes.
Give him 60 seconds. Give him 60 seconds.
Yeah, I'll give you a minute, Logic.
You're the host.
I'll give you a minute.
Come on, you're the host.
And I'll give Omar a chance to reply. Okay.
So if you're going to time me a minute, time him a minute as well. Is that fair?
I am. It's on show.
Okay, cool.
2 minutes each.
All right, cool. So, so I already answered the debate thing. I gave him an option for us to debate this week. Stop trying to frame as if someone's running from you. No one's running from you. You have an option this Thursday or Friday. My schedule is free, or Saturday or Sunday. Like, come on, like let's stop playing this game and let's get back to the conversation. So pick one of those days so we can actually settle the debate finally and move on with our lives. All right.
So we get So we're gonna settle this. Wait. I'm not cutting you off, Logic.
You are, because my time's running down, and he's gonna have a full 2 minutes with no interruption.
I'll cut him off as well. Go ahead, Logic. I've been fair, everybody. I just want to ask you a question, so we'll know tonight on the live that Thursday or Friday. You said, right? Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, he has an option to pick one of those. Whichever one of those days is free for him. I don't care.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so now back to the discussion. Since you're right, Omar, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you now. So now we're going to establish how you answer these questions. We'll determine how I answer your questions on the Trinity. So now, please answer the question that they were unable to. You're not going to get a free ride and get off easy by just skipping to the Trinity. You're going to have to go through the same hardship that your brothers had to go through. Okay? What does descend mean? And where does Allah descend from? Answer those questions. What does descend mean? And where does Allah descend from? Go ahead, it's on you.
That's not on Thursday, no problem. Thursday, 3 a.m. my time, whatever, as you said. That's not a problem. So for you, that means it'll be Wednesday. Alhamdulillah. As for the questions, now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he descends, right, he's above the arsh. Now, he doesn't leave the arsh, okay? He simply, when he descends to the lowest heaven, all descending means is going from one place to another. That's all it means. He's getting closer to us. That answers your question. Now I'm gonna ask you again, GodLogic. When we have time to speak, and the host inshallah can put it like 1 minute each. I only need like a minute after this, inshallah, and you have a minute because I haven't got too long. Literally, I have like 3 minutes left. So what I want you to do, GodLogic, I've answered your questions. I don't care to move to the Trinity because you're just gonna run to Tawheed like you just did within the past 20 minutes. Okay, you cannot defend the Trinity. So I'm gonna ask, when you respond, make your argument against Tawheed. Make your best utilization of your 1 minute that you have and attack Tawheed with your best arguments. Then in my response, I'll respond before I go back to work. So you have a minute or whatever, respond. Make sure to use your time because I'm not wasting my time with you again. So you better use this time to attack Tawheed. Go ahead. A minute, inshallah, as well.
It's the first movie that comes to mind.
He host illogical has 1 minute to respond now.
I think you got me confused with somebody else, man.
Can nobody insult anybody? Brothers and sisters, hey, chill, both of y'all. No insult. Seriously, I don't got time for that bullcrap. Like y'all need to talk like men, and y'all need to move around.
Yep. Simple. Okay, so I think
we have a timer.
We got an answer so far that you can put me on the timer, Mr. Dawood. Can you turn the comments back on too?
Nah, not right now.
That's y'all. You only in a Muslim live, guys. Do you guys see this type of stuff?
Not right now.
Never seen Christians.
Not right now.
I've never seen Christians mute the.
You about to get some time, bro. I'm about to give you some time. Yeah. You got 2 minutes, buddy.
Thanks. So it sounded like we got an answer of what descends mean, right? To move from one place to another. Very good. So are you affirming that Allah moves from one place to another? Does Allah move? Like he moves from above his creation to his creation, to the lowest heaven, right? He moves from one place to another. This is interesting. I would like for you to go ahead and clarify that, please. And my question is also, why? Why does Allah move from one place to another, especially specifically to go from one high place to a lower place? Because he's descending. He not just he's descending. So he's moving from a higher place to a lower place. Does he completely move? Is all of Allah moving, or is only a part? Like we need some clarification. I would like for you to answer this. I mean, I don't even need all my time. I just want him to answer this, please.
Okay, since you don't need all your time, what I want to say is that we don't have a problem with Allah descending, right? We also know in Christianity, your God also descends. He descends on earth in a human body and walks and talks and eats food and drinks water.
So you have no argument,
right?
So you have no.
No, I have that. I told you we do.
Very good.
Listen, Allah descends to the nearest heaven. That's what it says. But we also know in Christianity that your God descends to earth and walks and talks and eats food and has to rely upon the resources of the earth in order to sustain himself. Your God was on earth who descended. He could not live. The only way he could live is that he had to rely on the food and resources that was on earth. So the resources and everything on earth kept your God alive.
The only way he can hear is descending.
Yeah, kept your God alive on earth.
Give me like 10 seconds.
Alright, welcome back, guys. I believe that was a fascinating and educating debate. Let us know your views. I believe you're able to learn something new. Don't forget to share our videos with your friends, your family. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. The Muslim community are living in denial of who they think Allah is. If who or what they think Allah is, he is not, then Allah and his ways are incomprehensible. Therefore, it is not anyone's fault if they sin against him, since they don't understand him or his way, making them irresponsible, and therefore Allah cannot send them to hell. Islam is a confused religion. They don't have a definite path to follow. Right here is another proof that Muslims do not understand their Quran nor their Hadith. Mocking Christianity that their God have hands and body part is laughable. At least the Bible makes us to understand that God created us in his image and likeness, so it does not reduce his almightiness for us to look like him, unlike Islam that is still living in denial, even when some part of the Quran and the Hadith say that Allah have body parts, but yet they still claims Allah have two right hands and appear to Muhammad in the form of a young man. These guys are just confused. The Quran or the Hadith is saying something different, but their interpretation is saying another thing different. How can you explain the 99th attribute of Allah which nobody can explain because they can't wrap their heads around it, and then you want to come up with an explanation all of a sudden? It's a typical Muslim debate and lifestyle. Once they believe they have the number over you, the next thing they want to do is to dominate you. We have seen this over and over again, even in physical life and also in debate, and it is a very sad thing to see. So guys, let's know your views in the comment section. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, your family, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Thank you for watching. Love to see you in the next one.